Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hellcase Cup. We're right into the pistol round. This happened a few times yesterday. Unfortunately, we just gonna kind of get tossed in here, and no real reason. But there we go. It's gonna be an easy kill from Senator. It's Keoz taking down StarLadder back in, and now the HUD is also the wrong way around, Alex. So this happened yesterday as well. It's a little confusing. The HUD is the wrong way around. So just sort of picture the teams on the other end, and you got it. So the pistol currently just one player standing. It's Keoz looking for the 1v2 clutch. He'll walk back into the site, and well, looking at the bomb, he'll take him down as well. That's a big round from Keoz. 3 kills into the pistol, and the round picked up here for Syman.
That happened very quickly, Dinko. But yeah, Syman with the 1-0 lead. I feel like we're going to have to keep on top of that until the HUD fixes itself.
Should be fixed now. There we go.
All right, there we go, there we go. Normally, it's only the first round. We get it all fixed. We get it all good to go here in the Hellcase Cup. Yeah, this should be a fun game, I think. This S-Gaming team are very young across the board. They've got some 16, 17, 18-year-olds on this squad. So I think this is just them trying to make a name for themselves here in this game against the experience of the Syman side.
Yeah, I don't really know anybody on this team. Maybe apart from RuFire, I think I've heard of him before, but other than that, I don't know anybody on this team. So they just had a super long game as well against Endpoint. They came out of that one behind. Syman yesterday started off really well, had a 14-1 half lead. Then they kind of just fell off the face of the earth and lost the series 2-1 against LDLC. Now that's not the kind of performance I would be expecting out of Syman on a regular basis.
Yeah, it seemed like quite a momentum-based game, that one. So if S-Gaming can maybe get some round wins and string some together, then maybe that's a way for them to get into this game. And they've got guns into this round. S-Gaming with the full AKs after that heavy save in the previous one. They're going to go for early mid control, but there's a gap in this smoke. Mo's got a clear line of sight here.
Well, he's looking over the top here. neaLaN. And it's going to be Mo on the edge of the smoke. Easy kill coming in. A little bit of an interesting boost decision that from S-Gaming. It's not really going to work for them. RuFire getting dropped down early on. And now Syman have an advantage to play with. Moving into round number 3. They'll be looking for a follow-up. It's neaLaN peeking out into the connector. And he's going to fall. Easy pick out coming through in the end by kise. Mo going to be peeking back into the open. A couple of kills coming in from Syman. And it's a 2v3, Alex.
Good for Syman from these initial trades. Diray has spotted the aggression over at B, though. Huge damage done onto Norbert. He's able to smoke it off, but that nade could do more damage. Norbert down to 18 health. He will get away with his life, though, and elsewhere, Keoz has got another kill. So it's all up to Diray. They know where he is over at the B apartments, and he's got a very tough task on his hands in the 1v3.
40 seconds left. We're going to call him Diray or Diray, or what are we going to go for here, Alex?
I think I just called him Diray, but you could go with either.
Okay, well, we'll go with Diray. He's going to have to pull off some incredible plays here, though. 25 seconds, he's going to be making his way through the apartments. Now, low HP player inside of the site, that's Norbert, so one bullet anywhere in the body would be a kill. Norbert, even in the game that they lost over on Nuke yesterday, was dropping nearly 30 kills, so very, very talented, even on these SMGs. So Diray needs to be careful, and well, it's going to be Keoz that shuts him down from short. 3-0 here for Syman, into the lead by 3, and now they can feel a little bit more comfortable about this. Here's the odds from our official bookmaker, Unicorn, 5.0 to 1.16, so certainly Syman carrying into this one as heavy favourites, and I don't think you can really put it past them. But they did yesterday, and they also lost. But I think S-Gaming shouldn't be a team they'll be falling to today. I think what we've seen earlier from them against LDLC, that is also an underperformance from Syman. But you can definitely see a reason why LDLC would be able to win that series. They've got some experienced players, some solid players that have played at the top of CS, but just not recently. But S-Gaming here, completely different story. None of these guys have even played near the top, so we'll see what they can do. Running forward, it's Fitch holding on from CT, Alex.
Yeah, fully blinded, but he gets the kill anyway. The Pistols have got some kills back, though. So S-Gaming staking a claim here for this 4th round. They want to get their first round on the board. And Mo's just waiting in CT, seeing if a player pushes his position, but he misses that shot. That could be costly because S-Gaming can just sit now. They can try and play these positions, but RuFire is trapped in CT. He's got players watching both these angles. Flashbang about to go in as Syman start this retake. Keoz goes down quickly. Norbert also follows, and S-Gaming come through with a flurry of frags. Some nice shots from Senator, and the Pistols get it done for the S-Gaming side.
Well, Syman, that's not the kind of round you should be losing against the likes of S-Gaming. That should have been a round that you pick up relatively easily, but unfortunately doesn't run that way. Now we do see over on S-Gaming, the AWP picked up alongside the AK-47s. Just a couple of pistols in play here for Syman alongside the AWP in the hands of Mo, and an M4 here for Fitch. And it's a reunification of Mo and Fitch, Alex, back from the old Gambit days.
It's not a bad couple of players to have together, is it? It's the core for your team.
Well, Fitch is actually standing in for Keoz, so that was the first game they had yesterday. They're off to a 100% loss streak, so it's not great so far. But apparently the move is because I think they're trying to get rid of Keoz because they all want to speak Russian. So it makes more sense here for Syman, considering you know, the teams they're playing against, the CIS region. Certainly one of the limiting factors in terms of their success. They didn't really get off to the sort of score lines they would be looking for, and maybe going in the right direction in terms of communication is the right way to go.
It's definitely what... Okay, kise gets that wall bang. Whew, neaLaN was not ready for that one, that's for sure. Great shot from kise. Now S-Gaming have got themselves a way into this round. It's back to the 4v4. Fitch gets a free frag onto Diray, though. No trade coming in from S-Gaming. They finally move into this bomb site, and there's the kill they were looking for. kise with his second wallbang kill of the round, and he's got a third. The AWP is just landing shot after shot and cracking open this A-bomb site.
Well, Keoz, with the 8k now in his hands, up over in the hands of Mo, gone, finds the Sneader, able to take him down, and now Keoz giving away his position. He's going to be overrun as well. And he is picked off. I love how they have Keoz down as a Frenchman. He's actually Belgian. That's a little unfortunate.
Basically the same thing, right?
It depends. It depends as well. You know, if you're in the north, you're basically Dutch, and if you're in the south of Belgium, you're basically French. That's how that works. And we did have a very confusing time when we were in Brussels, Alex. We didn't know what language was going to be spoken to us. Remember, because it's a good mixture of French and Dutch. No one really knows what's happening. And then we went into the hotel, and the dude spoke every language apart from English. So that was funny.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Well, hotel.
Got it figured out eventually.
Yeah, it's a loosely used term there.
Oh, hello. Getting a nice shot of these CTs pushing through short. Unfortunately, neaLaN's gone down on the A-bomb site, so the pistols this time are not going to be successful. They might actually get something done here as they run through. A bit of a flash coming in for Fitch to get the one frag, but Syman are not going to be doing much more in this round. So S-Gaming have at least got a couple of round wins early here. They've at least managed to bring Syman's economy back a little bit after the early round wins. It looked like Syman were maybe just going to steamroll them, but that's not been the case. We've got a 3-3 scoreline, and hopefully we've got a game on our hands, Dinko. That's what we all want to see.
Yeah, maybe we do. I definitely wasn't expecting it coming into the matchup, but then again, from what we've seen from Syman when they absolutely fell to pieces yesterday, I'm not really too surprised. S-Gaming, they've just had a big game against Endpoint, so it was a super long one. They've been warmed up into the series now. And Endpoint are a team that have been steadily improving, I would say, throughout the past few months. They've been able to get a DreamHack Atlanta at the start of the year. One of the only LANs, we didn't know it then, but one of the only LANs of the year so far, and probably of the only one of the only LANs of the year. neaLaN, he's going to go forward. Smoke blooms in his face, so we won't be able to look in towards the underpass, where currently 3 players are coming out of Alex, so they want to get up into that window area. Oh, they're making quite a bit of noise here as well. He's trying to fake the jump in towards the window, or they're eventually going to go for it. I think he just fell off. Now kise looking for the kill up in towards connector. He'll be searching for it, but so many smokes up, Alex. It's going to be very difficult for this AWP to spot anything.
Yeah, he was getting shots through the walls in one of the previous rounds, but he's not going for them through the smoke just yet. 50 seconds left on the clock. Still plenty of nades for S-Gaming, and Sinatul's just caught neaLaN over the top of that smoke. Mo doing damage, and he's dropped the bomb, and okay, Diray gets the trade up close. Keoz trying to lock this down with his teammate on the B-bomb site, and S-Gaming are going back. They've realized they're running into too much of a stack on B, so they're going to try and play the clock here with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, only 30 seconds, and S-Gaming going to be heading their way back over towards A. The bomb in the back of kise now just tossed to the floor. He's realized, oh, he's not going to pick that up, so I'll take it. And heads his way over to the side. There's not too much time to fumble here, not too much time to waste. So what this guy's doing, he's giving me a heart attack at this point. Eventually, we'll start to go for the plant, but he's in the open, and Fitch will just take him down. And that was only 10 seconds. They have to commit to the plant. Fitch finally will fall, and the round has been recovered. I think Fitch kind of misplayed that a little bit. Norbert does fall, and somehow S-Gaming walk away with that round win.
Yeah, that was almost just a brute force round win from S-Gaming there. After the bomb gets dropped in the open, they basically just have to frag out, and they managed to do it somehow. They get the kills they need, they're allowed to plant safely on the site, they get that final frag through, and surprisingly, S-Gaming are really holding their own here individually, which was definitely a concern coming into this, but they've been able to get some good kills. Syman haven't been running away with this. It's S-Gaming who get the early lead here on Mirage, and it's another round where Syman have the low buy, so S-Gaming definitely making a name for themselves early with some of these round wins. We'll see if that can continue.
Well, StarLadder taking down Keoz early on. He'll be looking for a little bit more. Close corner, he's going to check it, and will fall to the pistol of Mo. Somehow the P250 coming out on top, but it's pulled out in the sidearms of Kise. He'll go back in for a little bit more, but it's finally overrun by the deagle of Fitch. Just decapitating him, leaving him dead on the ramp. And now I've got neaLaN and Fitch now into a 2v3. The bomb will be run over towards this B bomb site, planted safely, and S-Gaming now can just hold on, let the time tick away. Syman having to save into the next round. It's going to be an AK and an AWP, so not the worst save in the world, Alex.
Could be worse. Could be better. But considering the investment into the rounds, they'll be okay with saving these two guns. I was looking up the ages of some of the S-Gaming players, Dinko, and I think a couple of them might be younger than you, you know?
Oh, wow.
Senator, who's 16 years old, the youngest player on the team. Fame is 17. Kise is 18. So got a couple of young guns on this team.
Yeah, that is pretty young. It's kind of weird because I used to always be the youngest, right? No matter what. But now I kind of feel slightly older now. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird. You start getting to the age where you're like, oh, this professional footballer is like 3 years younger than me. Oh, God.
Well, haven't quite had that.
Oh, I have. Okay,
not just yet. Not just yet. Although my friend is a professional football player for Manchester United.
Ooh.
And he is younger than me by 1 year.
On us.
Yeah. So, I suppose there is one that's younger than me.
There you go.
I think he played in the Champions League game as well. So, he is officially the first team player.
That's pretty impressive.
Well, neaLaN is going to be under pressure as they start to run into the open. He's going to hide back. It's RuFire taking the headshot. neaLaN gone. And now Fitch back inside of CT spawn is overrun. The kill comes through. And now the T side, they've got the two-man advantage and probably the round at this point.
Oof, yeah, the pace is just too much for Syman to handle here. They keep on going down. Finally, Mo gets one kill back, but the AKs continue to rain down terror on Syman in this round. S-Gaming not wasting any time in that one, just absolutely running over the A-bomb site. They wanted to get that round win as quickly as possible. And it's a shame for Syman that they spent so much time saving those guns to make sure they had a really nice buy in that round, and then they just lose the round in about 20 seconds. That always sucks.
S-Gaming are just looking better than Syman right now, which is kind of weird, because yesterday when we seen Syman on the CT side, they were just kind of dominating LDLC. But the thing is, the Syman roster, they have so many individuals that they should be able to pop off on a map like Mirage, and they just look completely out of it. Finally, a buy is coming back in. It's going to be the 4M4s in play, AWP in the hands of Mo. This is where they surely do some damage.
You gotta hope so, especially with the timeout having come through. They've got the AWP out for Mo, like you were saying. They've got basically everything they would need, except a couple of those nades. And we also have to remember that you can kind of allow a slow start to come through, but you would expect the superior team to slowly but surely grind their way back into the game as it goes on. So that's what Syman will be hoping for here. Definitely the higher ranked team, definitely the favorites in this game. But it's not going to be smooth sailing for them, with S-Gaming winning some of these early rounds. And the T's currently going for this early mid control. Again, some quick play up through mid, but this time Keoz is there to meet them.
Oh, nice shot from Kise. Now a player underneath the wood. It's neaLaN just hiding here, biding his time, ready to strike into the open. It's going to be one kill for him. Looking for a little bit more as he goes back and fights Sandwich, but it's an easy pickup for Fame in the end. StarLadder taking frags as well, and it's only Keoz left alone, and these rounds aren't even close, Alex. These are just deathmatch rounds for S-Gaming, just finding kill after kill. I'm under no illusion that this will continue for the entire game, but at the moment, it's certainly looking brilliant for them. 7 rounds already posted on the T side of Mirage, and in these gun rounds, Syman haven't been able to do anything.
Yeah, honestly, there's not much more to really break down other than it feels like S-Gaming are just winning out so many of these individual fights. They're doing a good enough job at pushing together to make sure they can get trade kills if needed. But in some of these rounds, they haven't even needed the trade kills because they've just been so quick at getting the kills straight away. They haven't allowed Syman to do anything on the hold. And now again, it's the CTs with pistols into this round. S-Gaming have been in full control of the economy throughout this first half, and Syman are already in a position here where this first half scoreline isn't going to be too great for them, with S-Gaming likely getting their 8th round win here.
Ooh, Diray. There we go, nice headshot on the walking Mo, takes him down. It's going to be 1 kill from Keoz on the CZ. RuFire picked off. Now 4v4 can ensue again. It's going to be Keoz peeking into the open, the yellow jacket. CZ trying to rattle a few shots off and take down a couple of more. And there it is. The pistols out of nowhere, Alex. They pull off a win here. It's just one player standing alone, and Kise should fall very quickly here with the 8k. But no, he's got the deagle. He's going to find a headshot. Both players are still low now as well, Alex. So a real chance for Kise to pull this off. He'll look back over towards Connector. Now towards jungle. The scope just looking at multiple different positions. The only way they lose this is if they split up and give him a series of 1v1s, and that's exactly what will happen up until this point. neaLaN swings, shuts down the AK. Kise was just not ready for the second connector player. That's a nice attempt, but Syman will win off the back of pistols.
And Kise tried his best in the clutch, but he was left in a rough position with all his teammates dying in quick succession from the pistols. At least makes it close at the end there, but here comes the double AWP setup from Syman. Mo's got the AWP in his hands as well as Norbert. Over on the S-Gaming side of things, where are their guns? They've got plenty of money. There we go. Kise does have an AWP. I assume Sinator probably has an AK as well. I would hope so. And Diray's getting in the midst of Connector. This is cheeky. Mo is not going to be ready for this. Oh no, the backstab could come through, but Diray wants to play for multiple kills. Eventually just has to take that frag, but he will be happy to claim that one as the kills keep on coming. S-Gaming get themselves onto this B site.
What fame. Back in the kitchen. It's going to be neaLaN moving forward past him. Has no idea that there's one behind him. He nearly lines up too, but luckily Fame from the kitchen can shut him down, and now it's only on to Fitch. He's looking for a way back into the round. The timing is just not good. Fame has actually caught so much luck in this round, and it's good with a kill from Kise from the apartments that delivers death to Fitch. And that is a little unfortunate for Syman, because they come into this next round after winning off the back of pistols. This was their prime opportunity to get back into this first half, and they've completely let it slip.
This is where you start to get a little bit scared if you are Syman. I mean, this is the map pick of S-Gaming, is something we have to mention here on Mirage. Yeah. It's not one of Syman's best maps.
But it still should be decent for them, especially going up against a team like S-Gaming. It's not a team at the same caliber of Syman, I would say. And it's a map that everybody should be comfortable enough on. It's a pugging style. This is where the individuals from Syman should be able to be freed up a little bit. And they're just not even doing that. Norbert's on 2 kills.
Yeah, that's the surprising thing, right? It's we were expecting Syman to have the edge in the individual skill as well, but no, S-Gaming have really come through with that in a bunch of these rounds. That's been the main thing that's won them these rounds. And Mo, nice kill at mid. AWP in his hands. He's the main focal point in this round for Syman. He's the only man that fully bought. He's already making the most of that, but Keoz goes down on the A side. Just as Mo arrives, he's not going to get the angle, though. He's not going to get there in time, and RuFire is working his way into jungle, into the back lines. This is awkward, but the spray is successful.
Well, RuFire taking down Fitch now, 3v4. Pistol could find another here for Norbert, but RuFire taken down as well. And it's looking good up until this point. neaLaN with 1 kill as the player drops in the window. Has an AK to play with now as well as he looks back in towards the window itself. He's going to move forward up towards top connector. Players crossing behind the triple box. neaLaN caught in so many different positions. And it's the Egan raid that will shut him down. It's going to be 9-4. S-Gaming, this is already a brilliant half for them. 9 on the T side. No signs of stopping really, so they could get even more than this.
And I'm sure they'll love the position they're in right now, with the 9 rounds on the board and the chance for more. Smoke from Fame landing in towards top mid. We did see them miss that window smoke one time, so we've got to keep an eye on whether those smokes land exactly where they want them to. This time it's just a standard top mid smoke, though, not landing in window, so that won't be a problem. Full buy for Syman. This is really where we need to see them get these last 1 or 2 rounds to try and keep themselves in contention in this game. S-Gaming have had a very good time taking mid control. That will be the same in this round. That smoke has not landed where Syman wanted it to. There is a wide open gap to move into connector, and RuFire is going to do just that.
Oh, well, neaLaN taking down RuFire. He'll be looking for more. There's another player's about to swing from the connector, and neaLaN is doing a good job now. Back in towards jungle, just holding them off, dispelling their approach. And now fitch in below. The Palace peak about to come on through it. neaLaN, well, he's going to fall. Good kill from StarLadder, and well, fitch able to pick up one as well. Fitch and Mo finding kills, but from nowhere, Fame will strike onto 2. It has to be the quad kill for him if he wants to win this round. He has to double the kills he's already collected. He's 15 and 7, so he's certainly having a good time of things. He's going to go for more towards the stairs player, but it's Keoz that'll take him. And it's 9 to 5 as you head into the last round of the half. Syman may have just recovered this.
I've got to say, Dinko, it's kind of ballsy to call yourself Fame when you're not really famous yet, you know? Like, when you first start playing CS, you just decide, I'm going to call myself Fame. And one day I'll make it. And he's made it to this point, at least.
I mean, you got to see the dream. Got to live the dream. Got to believe the dream and all that dream stuff.
Believe and you will achieve, Dinko.
It's the law of attraction, Alex.
So Senato's got a Mac 10 here for the last round, even though he could have got the AK. So I guess he's going to go running in first. Diray fighting at mid, but Mo gets the kill over the top of the smoke, and here comes the B play.
Well, Norbert, he's going to catch himself Senator, looking for a little bit more, and he's done that as well. Finally, Norbert striking a little bit, getting some fire injected in towards him. And that's on Fame. Can he make a famous play here? A 1v4 would certainly be good. Taking down the first. And only 3 more to collect. He'll go back in towards the market. Looks to the gap in the doorway. And he's not going to find too much. The bomb's still on the floor as well here for Fame. So he's got to try and pick that up. He'll start to rattle a few shots down in towards short. But they're playing this well here, Syman. They're not giving him anything into this. He still has plenty of time. So it's not like he's under a hell of a lot of pressure to immediately plant. But still the round is not looking great for him overall. As soon as he does start to plan, he's going to be overrun here. Even if he gets the bomb down, still so many angles to worry about. He really wants a kill here to make this doable. And he's going to go aggressive in towards the market to try and find it. He might just be able to get it done, but Mo holds the angle. It's a 9-6 half. And well, S-Gaming, this is a pretty impressive performance out of the T side.
Yeah, not too bad for them with 9 rounds on the board. They'll be happy with that. Syman at least keep it somewhat close. We see some of their individuals show up. Mo there at the end gets a triple kill, so his AWP at least looking good, which can definitely come into play in this second half as well, with Syman switching over to that T side. Let's see if Syman can keep this one close. Buys coming through for both teams. Full Kevlar over on the S-Gaming side of things, while Syman will pick up, what, 1 set of nades into this one? As we head into this second half. So much more of a focus on the Kevlar. Not too many nades here. It's all going to be about the aim. And so far, S-Gaming's aim has looked pretty good.
Well, speaking of, good start from Kai, shutting down Mo. Now, you will see a lot of AWPers just be really good on the USPs. It's the same sort of mechanical skill required to hit these clean headshots. And well, it's going to be an easy 2-man pickup immediately coming through from the CT side, looking for a little bit more, and there it is. RuFire shutting down the bomb. Keoz stuck in the connector. Wow. 2 nice shots coming through from him. It's Fame though. Oh, so clean and clinical here from S-Gaming, just shutting down Syman. Now, I think you can definitely see why they played endpoint so close.
Yeah, I feel like this might be a relief for Endpoint to some extent to see, okay, this S-Gaming team, they haven't just come out of nowhere and nearly upset us as a bad team. They've clearly got something to work with, because they're also playing Syman close here. They're also in the lead against Syman. So this could be a very interesting dynamic in this group if this continues, with S-Gaming being this scary underdog team that can always be a threat. considering we are in the losers match here, Syman have got to be very respectful of that threat. It's a buy for Syman into this second round, though. They're looking to pile on the pressure with the Deegs and with the Scout. So again, it's really going to come down to Syman landing some shots, which hasn't always been the case for them so far in this game.
Yeah, they have looked completely off in comparison to what we've seen from them just a few days ago over at ESL 1 Road to Rio. They were playing really well. A lot of those matches on an individual level, but a little bit quieter in this one. Norbert has gone on a little bit of an excursion. He's all the way in T-spawn, sitting back there. He's on his own with the rest of his teammates, playing in towards middle. StarLadder's going to be here with the MP9. Now, this is a great opportunity for him to build some cash, and he could find the scout player here as well. Mo around the corner. What is that shot from Keoz? He's been pretty crispy, I have to say. Especially at the start of the second half. Some nice shots into the pistol now, starting things off here as well. Mo just taking down RuFire. Another move in towards the B-bomb side. This is a good round so far from Syman, and it continues to get even better. Kise on the scout, landing tags, but not kills just yet. Nearly lined up with a couple of players here now, but Kise is under so much pressure. He's eventually overrun. And Syman, they keep 5 players alive on the T side, coming into a force buy.
And it's those 2 players at the top of the board that do a lot of the early damage. Keoz and Mo both landing early shots. I don't know how Mo gets 2 kills over on the B side of the map there with the scout. He must have just landed some sick shots. And that's basically what gets them into the round. Those 2 players for Syman have definitely been the standouts for them. And now S-Gaming have to fully invest, but it's not the best buy to show for it. Just pistols for the CTs, so they're going to have to try and do the same to Syman. They're going to have to try and just land some headshots here in round 18.
They can certainly do it. We've already seen they've looked pretty crispy on a couple of these individuals. neaLaN. There's AK posted up in towards short. Might just be getting yourself a clean headshot, and there it is. A good start coming into the round here for Syman. We'll just be taking their time now off the back of that early advantage and just spreading out, playing the default, and seeing if any further mistakes come their way. S-Gaming aren't really in a position to just sit back and let this come towards them. They are struggling in terms of the weapons that they've got. There's not a plethora of utility available either. So it's certainly on hitting these headshots, and now under a minute left.
Ooh, Kise gets a kill back for S-Gaming. We've had a bit of room to breathe in this round. It's been slightly slower than some of the other rounds we've seen so far. S-Gaming now a man down, and Kise goes off the angle at just the wrong time. He's moving into short, though, down the ladder. This could work for him. Up close, he gets the first shot, but Mo replies with a quick kill on the AK. And now with 32 seconds left, S-Gaming remains stacked on the B site, where Syman could end up pushing, but it looks like the bomb is moving through connector. They realize they've got control of A, so Syman will avoid any awkward situation at the end of the round, get the free bomb plant, and the round win. Watching some of the shots in this game, though, Dinko, I think just always reiterates to me that I just couldn't be a pro, I don't think.
No,
I don't know if I could ever get this good.
No, I think if I were to become a professional player, it would have to be just a little player doing the bit trolls, essentially. And just throwing the nades, letting the actual solid individuals do the work. And you know, I've hit some nice shots in my time, Alex, but not consistently. You know, it happens every couple of months. But these guys do it game in, game out.
I'd also just get annoyed when I just get one deed when we're walking around a corner, you know? Just every time. Because the Deegs, I feel like, are so good. Like, throughout this game, we've seen quite a few rounds where the Deegs have made it competitive just with some of the shots they've landed. Unfortunately for S-Gaming, though, they've not got many Deegs in this round. They have to pretty much fully save. They've got 2 guns saved over. And that's about it.
Yeah, Syman, they never really like to make it easy for themselves. They are going to make it somewhat competitive, though. It's actually a bit of a flip reverse from what we see yesterday. They got off to a really good start and then ended up crumbling a little bit and letting LDLC back into things. Now they're getting off to a really bad start and now starting to look better as we move into the later stages. So maybe Syman have something up their sleeve here on the T side. They can dictate the pace on how this one's played. They're going to be taking it rather slowly. They have got neaLaN up in the connectors. A couple players already up in towards short. At the moment, there shouldn't be too much resistance from the CTs. It's all about finding the kills, and that's exactly what neaLaN is going to be doing. Just picking them apart, taking down the first. Now looking for a little bit more as his teammates start to gather with him. They spot the CT player. Just a minute left in play now, Alex.
Ooh, dink onto neaLaN. He's going to have to be careful. Now he's below half health. There it is. Syman gets the dink on the second time of asking. neaLaN hangs around a little too long there. kise, however, has taken a ton of damage. The spray, not going to take him out just yet, but as he goes into the open, it's easy for the AK to finish the job. So maybe that one kill is all S-Gaming can hope for here. Their last two players were stacked over on B. They're not in the best positions. And it's looking good for Syman to save over all these guns. Should be a 9-10 scoreline. And finally, this game is getting closer for Syman. They've been on the back foot for most of this game, but now there's only one round in it. So they are really coming on strong here on their T side. And S-Gaming have been pretty reliant on getting those AWPs out. They've got the AWP onto kise, but they're going to be missing lots of nades here into this buy.
Yeah, and nades are going to be a big issue when you're trying to play against the Syman roster, who have, so far, got in for a bit of a default slower approach across the map. So you're going to be having to use up a lot of utility and just having to use it sparingly at this point. And Syman are going to be wanting to go for a quicker play now. neaLaN straight down in towards middle. He checks underpass, but he thinks it's clear. Diray hasn't been spotted, so that's going to be info called over that underpass may actually be clear here. It's a good kill from kise, shutting down fitch, and that actually gives a lot of control now over to the CT side. But look at neaLaN. He's just been on fire in this round. Still so much position already picked up. StarLadder's going to be playing back in CT spawn. And now Syman looking to overrun him. For him in a good spot as well, but his teammates are just taking the kills. There's no need, but finally, neaLaN, after getting in such a solid position at the start of the round, will strike. He gets 2 kills. He's so low, and while Fame has just picked off 1 and fallen back into the darkness of jungle. Oh, missed shot. That's a big issue.
Yeah, close from kise, but close is not good enough. Doesn't land the shot, but here comes RuFire. The flank is about to be deadly. Spray onto the first man is easy. And with neaLaN being so low, RuFire can get both those kills. The flank makes all the difference there in the round. RuFire outpositions his opponents. And S-Gaming get back to their winning ways with their 11th round win. They also get themselves a double AWP setup on the board now, which is something we saw them go for quite often against Endpoint in that previous game. So they'll be happy to get those 2 AWPs out. They're definitely comfortable with the snipers in their hands. And now it's anyone's game here into this next round. A full buy for both teams. Damn, more aggression from S-Gaming.
Yeah. Oh, this is an interesting approach as well. He's just going into the corner, looking directly at the roof. Interesting approach. But yeah, he's going to be caught anyway. Fitch shuts him down. Nearly a chance there to take down Fitch, though. 4v4 as the trade comes in from kise in the AWP, and there's B aggression coming through immediately. I like that S-Gaming are being very proactive. They're not letting Syman have all the control. They're fighting them straight away. But in doing that, they concede quite a bit of map control towards middle.
And that is the problem. Bomb has still been left at spawn for Syman, so they're not going to be committing to anything just yet. Syman down to 10 health in the apartments, and oh, Fame almost lands that shot on the angle. If he was a bit quicker on the trigger, he would have got that kill, but he doesn't connect this time round. Now Syman have realized that the A site is probably weak. They've got a player pushed into jungle. They've got a player out at Tetris. And the smoke, I think, is going into CT. Or it's a Molotov, actually. So it's going to force a man out into the open. kise is holding this angle the entire time, though. Keoz is so close by here. Keoz has got to be careful, and he is. He gets that kill on the quick peek round the corner. And now that the bomb is being planted, Fitch will just about survive on 10 health. And I think S-Gaming might be done in this round after those 2 kills come through. Maybe the S stands for Save Gaming, Dinko. It does in this round, at least.
Well, I mean, it does make sense. It all adds up. And while S-Gaming having to save their weapons into the next round, it's going to be a 10th now picked up for Syman. Just 1 away from evening out that scoreline. If I'm S-Gaming, I'm starting to get a little scared now. You're moving into this next round, you're still not going to have a lot in the bank. They'll have a decent enough buy if you want to force buy a couple of pistols, but then again, I would rather you just don't do that, and you just, well, I think we've dropped a player as well, that doesn't exactly help. But I definitely want to be seeing the full eco around the weapons they've already got over here, and I think that should be the call. Save as much money as you possibly can, but StarLadder seems to have dropped something. Well, there we go, it's an MP9. So yeah, they're going to go for the force buy. I don't know. I certainly see the reasoning behind it. It's a decent enough buy to get a round win here, but at a certain, it's so close at this point that if you lose this one, you're going to be gone for a long time, and Syman is just going to start going into the lead.
Yeah, I wonder if we see S-Gaming get aggressive with some of these weaker weapons. Senator taking so much damage at mid there. Lucky to be alive as he gets across on 13 points of health. Mid control for Syman looking good at the start of this round. Not much in the way of defense from S-Gaming early. Another smoke lands into window to keep Syman safe a little bit longer. Again, Syman have been the much slower team on the T side, but it's generally worked for them. They've generally been able to set up with both of their teammates, but here comes the aggression we were talking about. Flash into mid, trades favoring the CT side. They come away with a man advantage, a 3v2 from all those trades on mid. So they've definitely made the most of that early play at the mid area.
Well, 50 seconds now on play. Norbert and Fitch still with the AKs in hand, 100 HP. That's the important part to take note of. But look at this. The CT player hasn't pushed beyond just yet. So Norbert's going to be able to walk back through the connector. But at this point, with 35 seconds left, there's not a lot of time to make any errors. So they're going to have to run back and pick up this bomb. And then they've got to sprint to a bomb site. Oh god, there really isn't much time at all here. The CT player could be everything, and they're going to pull a second player over towards the A bomb site as well here on the CT side. This is not going to go well, I don't think, for Syman. I think this might just be job done. 13 seconds, there we go. Nice kill from Kise, and now Fitch peeking into the open with 10 seconds remaining. Will hit the deck. At least he dies before time. And S-Gaming going to get a 12th round on the board. It's going to be 4 away from victory here on Mirage. And Syman, that's not a great round from them.
And nicely done for S-Gaming on those mid fights, though, to start the round. They were giving up mid in most of the earlier rounds, so they go for a bit of a switch up. I think it was just one simple flashbang deployed, which blinded one of the players at the very least, and it allowed S-Gaming to get off onto the front foot on those trades. And then they come away with that 3v2, where Syman couldn't really do much with the time so low at the end there. So nicely done by S-Gaming, pulling out the mid play in a key round. Because now Syman are the ones who've got to be scared here. Nice kill from Diray at the beginning of this one. It's a full buy for Syman, but a second shot lands. Kai's able to get another kill for the S-Gaming side. It's back to a 3v3 though. neaLaN gets a kill elsewhere, so it's tit for tat at the start of this one.
Well, 3-3 in terms of player count. Make it 3 versus 2 thanks to RuFire catching neaLaN jumping obliviously into the B bomb site. Doesn't really work well for him. And now Fame's position should be strong enough to at least collect one. And this should be the round now for the CT side. Fame getting the double kill. Well played from him. And that's the 13th round on the board for S-Gaming. And another terrible one from Syman, I have to say. We'll see what they can do in this round. Probably a couple of pistols. That's all they can muster, if even. So he should be looking at S-Gaming just heading onto 14. Then they'll be only 2 away from a victory here on Mirage. And, well, Syman have been completely uninspiring here on Mirage, I have to say.
And there have been times where they've been bailed out by some of their individuals in some of these rounds. We saw that round from Mo and Keoz with the Scout and the Deegs. So they've had individuals show up in some of these rounds. Keoz has been having a pretty good game, but just across the board, it's not been good enough from Syman based on what you'd expect from this squad. Keoz is up there at 23 kills. Mo's up there at 21 kills. Both those guys are doing their jobs. Normally, though, this Syman team is good across the board. Their stats are normally pretty balanced, and that's not been the case in this game. It's much more of a top-heavy scoreboard this time around for Syman. And now in this round, neaLaN's Deagle was looking for a fight, but it's not a favorable one. He hits the deck early.
Well, RuFire, he's going to be trying to hold on. He'll be rattling shots, and, well, there we go. Senator finding a few more. It does leave Mo on his own with the pistol. And they've only lost the one player, and that will be all that they lose. Fim comes in, bails the AWPer out. Now 14-10, 2 away from victory. Syman on their last legs. Purchasing into it, it's going to be the AKs, the MAC-10 for neaLaN. neaLaN has been very aggressive, right? He's been getting into these fast positions, pushing up towards connector, bottom, middle, straight away. So MAC-10 is probably the weapon he'll be comfortable enough with here. But overall, Syman have a lot of work to do with the buy that they've got, and it's not exactly the best tools for it. So this should be, in theory, around for S-Gaming, and if they win it, well, job done. I think we're heading on to the second.
A big round here for Syman, one that they need to win, but they've lost the opening pick. Kise, again, has been consistently putting up numbers with that AWP throughout this game. The aggression through the B apartments has been spotted and has been dealt with, but elsewhere, S-Gaming continue to find picks with these AWPs. They come away with the man advantage from these early trades, and the aggression is unrelenting from S-Gaming. Fame has just pushed through top mid, so he's got loads of information here, and look at the minimap. The rotate over to B is coming at just the right time for the CTs.
Well, neaLaN at the ready. Fame in behind him, though. He has no idea here, Neil. This is going to be such an easy kill for Fame. He's going to find one, but he runs forward the steps mid, and that's the bomb. That's the biggest player to pick off, and now Syman, whatever they do on this site, is completely useless. Mo has to go back and recover the bomb, and Fame is just holding him off. 15 rounds on the trot here for S-Gaming, and they'll be feeling so comfortable now at this point. It's all about limiting the casualties. If they take down Mo, they're barely going to have anything in this next round here for Syman. And it should be Mirage being added to the collection of S-Gaming. But Mo, still in a position where he could win this. 30 seconds. He's going to throw the Molotov, and now caught in the open. He will fall. There we go. Fame on the big flank. Makes it work in the round for them. 15-10. Map point for S-Gaming. What an impressive win this would be.
This would be a lovely way for them to start the series, showing that they can hang on an individual basis. Kise has been landing AWP shots. Fame's up there at 27 kills. It was the double AWP setup we saw in that previous round. They've gone back to just the single AWP of Kise, but it shouldn't matter too much because it's Syman's buy we really have to look at. Only one AK, only one premium rifle, and, well, Kise has just got that quick kill at mid again. There have been so many opening picks on this CT side for that AWP. He's landed shot after shot over at the mid position. And that has been a real issue throughout the half of Syman, and it continues to be an issue here as they go a man down.
Well, this could be it, Alex. This could be the end of Mirage. The end of the hopes and dreams of Syman here on this map. S-Gaming, what an impressive start this has been coming into the tournament. Good long run against Endpoint. Thought that was good enough from them, but taking on Syman and, well, for lack of a better word, dominating them here in Mirage. This has been brilliant stuff. 2 kills coming in as well. These Norbert, Fitch, and Keoz into a 3v5.
Ooh, well, make that a 2v5. Kise lands another shot with the AWP. And oh no, RuFire's coming in. This could be it. He's got them both lined up from the back. The AK sprays them both down. 2 headshots and a 16-10 victory for S-Gaming here on this first map. Very impressive stuff, Dinko.
Yeah, incredibly impressive. Big upset coming in immediately. We'll see if Syman can bounce back as we move into the second map. We'll be right back after this break. Look.
Hellcase. Big update and new features in the case battles. Updated and convenient interface with new options. Up to 4 users can participate in one battle now. Create and customize your battles, any number and any type of cases. Choose the number of participants and invite your friends with a unique link. Watch the best drop and win everything. Don't miss epic battles on Hellcase.